Greetings, and welcome back to our third video in Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised. My name's Dakota James Owen Keeler, and today we'll be talking about the principles of parliamentary law. Feel free to donate if you wish, but don't feel obligated. So, the Rules of Parliamentary Procedure, as laid out in Robert's Rules of Order, are based on weighing the interests and rights of the individuals and the subgroups of the organization. They are of the majority, of the minority, especially one that's 1/3 of the body, individual members, absentees, and all of these combined. So all of these factors go into play when you're deciding what is a rule in parliamentary procedure and what isn't. And these rules were developed as means to protect the members and the body, and the protections dictates the degree of development the subject has undergone. Parliamentary law allows for a group of people to effectively empower their leadership. So we can say John is our leader, but John can only do what the group, through a majority will, allows it to do. So this allows the group to give John a lot of power, a little power, a medium amount of power, and this is for each society to decide for itself. Ultimately, the general will is based on the majority vote of the body. However, this action is only taken once the minority has the opportunity to make a case for and convince the other members of the other path in full and free discussion. Now, with a 2/3 vote, a majority can silence another member and deny them the right to speak. However, this should not be overused. It should not be the norm. For a minority that doesn't feel like they have a fair chance to state their side, will not submit to the general will. It will either lead to the organization fracturing, or you'll get members doing half-ass attempts at implementing the general will, doing everything they can to resist it. Whereas when you allow a minority to fully express their side, to take it serious, they are more likely to submit, knowing that in the future, if they can convince enough colleagues to the contrary, the action can be repealed. Now, in connection with this has an underlying assumption that the right to speak exists, though not always prudent or helpful for it to be exercised. Again, this is something your body should do with caution, but can be of use. The next major point is against fluctuation in attendance. So, when you're not in a legislature where attendance is mandatory and we can compel you to be there, you might not always have everybody show up to your meetings. And if something happens in one meeting that Johnny wanted, but Johnny's not there the next meeting, we don't want the society to be able to easily undo what we did when Johnny was there. And so, while a motion might take a majority to pass the first time, the second time around, it takes a much higher threshold. Fundamentally, under the rules of parliamentary law, a deliberative body is a free agent, free to do what it wants, with the greatest measure of protection to itself and the considerations of the rights of its members. And then the application of parliamentary law is the best method yet devised to enable assemblies of any size with due regard for every member's opinion. So this allows different bodies to come together and to discuss things out. Now, if you're 2 or 3 people, it might not make sense to use Robert's Rules, because you can probably get to where you want to get by yourself. But once you get to 6, 8 members or more, then it becomes important to have some formalized structure. Maybe not as formalized as Roberts, and there is a section on amending Roberts to these smaller boards, but you do need to make sure that every member has the ability to speak, be heard, and to be a part of the living body. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a blessed day.